To give an idea of how Hatchet and myself are staying warm in -8-degree temperature, I had to do a little more adjusting this morning. I didn't want to use this heater because it's a 3-prong instead of a 2-prong plug-in, but when I went downstairs to check on my basement, it was very much freezing, so I took one of my space heaters that cuts off and on down in the basement, and I am able to check on it periodically through my security cameras. And so in the basement, I have the heater that cuts on and off. You know, it's auto. And then also I have my faucets dripping, the bathroom, the kitchen, and even down in the basement sink, I have the cold water dripping. And in the kitchen, I have this space heater. And also on my front porch with my plants, I have another space heater. And I only cut it on to really heat it up, and then I turn it back off. It's on now. It's been on since about 6 this morning, and it's about time for me to turn it off because it feels pretty much warmer in here now. But yeah, so we've been closed in now for a couple of days, and I don't plan on going anywhere no time soon. Even though they have the snow plow thing to come and move the snow out of the roads, but it looks like I will have more to do than just pull off and drive. But until then, and I also have my car charger thing staying fully charged. So God forbid we go without electricity, I'll have something to plug in my phones. And also my laptop, I'm keeping it fully charged so I can watch DVD movies, you know, just in case electricity go out or anything. And I boiled basically a whole carton of eggs for tuna and made some homemade biscuits. Enough of those to have tuna sandwiches, and I do have, for emergency, if the electricity does go out or something, I do have 2 20-gallon propane tanks. I took this one and they cleaned that one out where it hooks up, and from what it looked like to what it looks like now, it's a major difference. My neighbor gave me this one, and it was very much corroded, caked up with whatever, and the people cleaned it out for me a few days ago before all the snow started. I took it to go see what's going on with it, and I do have my buddy heater, big buddy heater. I've never used it before, but it is attached to the 20-pound propane tank, and I believe I know how to start it and everything. You know, God forbid emergencies where the electricity cuts off. And let's see. But yeah, I made a big pot of lentil soup, and that's what we've been eating on for a couple of days, lentil soup. And, you know, like, again, the electricity isn't cut off or anything, but I pray it doesn't. But this is how we're staying warm and being prepared for any other situation. But one thing, I had started eating my stored up food, my pantry, and before the snow came, I did go to the grocery store and stocked up on tuna and salmon and boiled eggs and things like that. But the reality is hitting me that we really are locked in to where, me being from Florida, I don't even want to try to drive in the snow. I don't care if the roads are cleaned off. I just wouldn't want to go until the snow has disappeared, basically gone, because those roads are slick. I would be driving 5 miles an hour there and back if I did take a chance and do it, but I'm just not ready to even want to experience driving in the snow like that. But yeah, Hatchet and myself, we're prepared for if anything further happens, and God forbid it does. But as of now, it was -8, and I think it's like -4 as I speak. But we're warm. And I went down and heated up the basement by taking a space heater down there. And again, I could keep my eye on it through my phone camera where it cuts on and off so the pipes don't freeze and things. And and to add, if the if that heater in my living room isn't warm enough, I will be pulling out my toaster oven. I used that last winter as a heater, my toaster oven. So if the electricity is still on and I'm cold, I will have that to pull out. So far, my light bill has gotten up to about $220 something. And I could thank God that I'm a senior. Because of my insurance, they do give the energy assistance, and also the state of Virginia or whatever for the energy assistance as well. So I do have 2 different sources helping with my energy, the electricity, and also for gas. So, but yes, I'm thankful, and I'm using it sparingly, or, trying to make it of use, not abusing it. But we're not going to be cold and miserable either. So I thank God for being able to have help regarding paying the light bill, and being able to have food and water, because reality is this a situation that does need preparation, forethought, wintertime. I forgot to also show in the bathroom where there is a double layer of plastic on the window, and I can open this now to let the sun in. This is the first time I've seen sun in a couple of days because of the overcast, cloudy skies. The sun, I haven't seen the sunshine for a couple of days. But again, I do have the water dripping in the tub and also in the sink. So I do have plastic and blankets. Even with this door, the back door, I do have a blanket covering all of that seam right there, and a towel up under it where that strong wind flow comes through. So, and this window here already had the plastic up over it, but I had to make sure that I didn't feel any air coming out from under where the tape was, keeping it sealed. So this window is secured. But yeah, let me open this up because the sun, look at all that ice. But yeah, that's how I did mine. I closed it in with the blanket in between the door where it could close, and put a towel down so I don't feel any of that draft. And I also put up, there are 2 curtains here. It used to be 1, but I added a second layer of curtain there. and put that blanket at the bottom because that's where I was feeling air coming through. So I secured it with that. And I have this double layer as well from the kitchen to the living room. I have a blanket and a sheet securing that doorway. So, but yeah, right now everything is pretty much, oh, and I brought in my pineapple and my coffee plants from the front porch because the front porch, I figured it was getting too cold for my pineapple and my coffee plant. So they're in the kitchen. But I think that's about it. Have a blessed day.